Today we will discuss regarding conversion elements used in signal conditioning in measurement system. So in this we will discuss regarding analog to digital conversion, that is ADC, and digital to analog conversion, that is DAC. So first we will see about analog to digital conversion. The most naturally occurring phenomena are analog in nature. Analog quantities are continuous functions with time, and most transducer give an analog output. With the introduction of digital computer, the data taken in a physical system has to be converted into digital form. The data to be fed to digital devices normally appears in analog form. For example, a temperature difference would be represented by a voltage output of a thermocouple. Then the strain of a mechanical member would be represented the voltage resulting from an unbalanced strain gauge resistance bridge. Therefore, the need arises for a device that converts analog information into digital form. Therefore, analog to digital conversion devices are used in measurement and instrumentation systems. So, what is ADC? So ADC means it is an analog to digital converter, is an electronic device that converts a continuous analog input signal to discrete digital numbers, that is binary numbers. So analog involves real world signals that contain noise and it is continuous in time, and digital signals that are discrete in time and value and contains binary digits containing the values 0 or 1. So in a diagram or in a graph that is on a left hand side, that represents the analog signal, and the graph that is on a right hand side that represents the digital signal. So why analog to digital converter is important? So all microcontrollers store information in digital logic, compress information to digital form for efficient storage. So medium, it is a medium for storing digital data is more robust. Digital data transfer is more efficient and it is easily reproducible and provides a link between real world signals and data storage. So analog to digital conversion involves converting analog signals into binary words. So terminology that is used in analog to digital conversion. So first it is analogs. Analog means it is continuously valued signal such as temperature or speed with infinite possible values in between. And digital means it is discretely valued signals such as integers encoded in binary. So analog to digital converter means it is ADC or AD converts an analog signal into digital signal. Analog signals. So it is directly measurable quantities in terms of some other quantity. Example is thermometer. Mercury height rises as temperature rises. Car speedometer, needle moves further right as you accelerate. So when you accelerate, the needle of the speedometer that moves further. Digital signals have only two states. For digital computers, we refer to binary states, that is 0 and 1. So 1 means it is a on and 0 means it is a off. So for example, light switch can be either on or off. Door to a room is either open or closed. So only there are two conditions, on or off, open or closed. Now signal in real world, that is light, sound, temperature, pressure. Now when you scan a picture from a scanner, what is the scanner, what scanner is doing? It is doing analog to digital conversion. So it is taking the analog information provided by the picture, means it is a light, and converting it into digital form. A digital signal is superior to an analog signal because it is more robust to the noise and can easily be recovered, corrected, and amplified. So for this reason, the tendency today is to change an analog signal into digital data. So that is the importance. So analog signals have infinite states available. For example, mercury thermometer, needle speedometer. Then digital, it is on or off, that we have already discussed in a previous slides. So ADC digitize an analog signal by converting data with infinite states of a series of pulses. The amplitudes of these pulses can only achieve a finite number of states. So digital data produced by an analog to digital converter is only approximately proportional to the analog input. So that's because a perfect conversion is impossible due to the fact that digital information changes in steps, whereas analog is virtually continuous. So analog to digital converter. So it is an electronic circuit that converts continuous signal into discrete digital numbers. So that consists of amplifier, filters, then sample and hold circuit, multiplexer, and ADC. So types of data. Analog data you can see in a top graph, that all values all the time and amplitude are allowed, that is a analog data. And digital data at the bottom, only a few amplitude levels are allowed. So this is the type of data. So conversion of analog to digital, it consists of the three steps. First is sampling, then quantizing. Quantizing means breaking down analog value into set of finite states, and then coding. So coding means it is assigning a digital word or number to each state. So in a quantizing, so that analog value that you have to break into finite states, and in coding you have to assign a digital word for every state. So you can see the diagram. On the left hand side there is an analog signal, and at the right hand side you will get the conversion of analog signal into digital data, and in between there is a PCM encoder consisting of sampling, quantizing, and encoding. So first step, that is sampling, quantizing, and coding. It is quantizing. So conversion process, first step, it is a sampling. In a sampling, digital system works with discrete states. The signal is only defined at determined times, and the sampling time are proportional to the sampling period. So it is a process of taking a sufficient number of discrete values at point on a waveform that will define the shape of waveform. The more samples you take, the more accurately you will define the waveform. So it converts analog signal into series of impulses, each representing amplitude of the signal at given point. So you can see in a diagram there is a sampling. So collect sufficient data for correctly representing a continuous time signal. So sampling means, so it is a process of taking a sufficient number of discrete values at point on a waveform that will define the shape of the waveform. So you have to take the number of discrete values on a analog waveform. Then conversion process, that is quantification. The signal can only take determined values belong to a range of conversion. So based on number of bit combinations that the converter can get output, number of possible states n equal to 2 raised to n, where n is the number of bits. So quantizing, so discrete voltage ranges, that is given in a table, and the output states from 0 to 7. Now example is given. You have 0 to 10 volt signal. Separate them into set of discrete states with 1.25 volts increments. So in a first step that we have seen the sampling. So we have to separate into set of discrete states. So that steps that are given, that is 0 to 1.25, 1.25 to 2.5, like that. Here you can see. So these are the vertical lines that are drawn on a analog signal. So that is called the sampling. So 0 to 1.25, 1.25 to like that. So that are the 0 to 1.25, 1.25 to 2.5, that are the discrete states of the signal. So with 1.25 volt increments. And on a left hand side in the table there is a output states, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the number of states. So when there are the maximum states, you will get the accurate results. Another you can see here. So quantization is the process of converting a sampled continuous valued signals into discrete valued data. So on a y-axis and on a x-axis the graph is drawn. So number of possible states that the converter can output is n equal to 2 raised to n, where n is the number of bits in a AD converter. So example, for 3-bit AD converter, n equal to 2 raised to 3, that is equal to 8. Then coding. So assigning the unique digital word to each sample. So for each sample, you have to assign a digital word. So matching the digital word to the input signal. So you can see the in a sampling that on a x-axis 0 to 1.25, then 1.25 to 2.50. These are the number of states. And on a y-axis there is a output states, that is 0 to 7 number of steps that are given, and for each states there is a number binary code that is assigned. So output state is assigned a digital word. So you can say that, so for 0 to 1.25 the binary code assigned is 000. For 1.25 to 2.50 the binary code assigned is 001. So it is a discrete voltage ranges. So that is done in a step number 1, that is a sample. So we have to divide that waveform into number of states. So encoding. So here we assign the digital value, that is binary number, to each state for the computer to read. So output state, it is 0 for 000, 1 for 001, like that. So for 7 states, the number it is assigned. So we have converting that analog signal into a binary signal. So accuracy of A to D conversion. So there are two ways of best improve accuracy of A to D conversion: by increasing the resolution, which improves the accuracy in measuring the amplitude of the analog signal, and by increasing the sampling rate, which increases the maximum frequency that can be measured. So you can see how you can improve the accuracy by higher sampling rate and by higher resolution. So number of states, that is the sampling, if you take higher, then you will get the higher accuracy, and by taking higher resolution you will get the maximum accuracy. So three basic types of A to D converter. First is flash ADC, then there is a digital RAM dual slope counter slope ADC, and third is successive approximation ADC. So we will see that is most commonly used, it is successive approximation ADC. So it is much faster than the digital RAM ADC because it uses digital logic to coverage on the value closest to the input voltage. A comparator and a DAC are used in this process. So a successive approximation register is added to the circuit. Instead of counting up in binary sequence, this register counts by trying all the values of bits starting with the MSB and finishing at the LSB. The register monitors the comparator's output to see if the binary count is greater or less than the analog signal input and adjusts the bit accordingly. So the comparator that compares that signals. So you can see in a diagram. So there is a analog input, then there is a comparing of the output, there is a successive approximation register. Okay, so voltage is generated by a clock emitting a regular sequence of pulses which are counted in a binary manner, and the resulting binary word converted into analog voltage by a digital to analog converter. So DA converter it is used. So for comparison purpose, so that digital output it is converted into analog and it is compared. So this voltage arises in steps and is compared with the analog input voltage from the sensor. When the clock generated voltage passes the input analog voltage, the pulses from the clock are stopped from being counted by a gate being closed. The output from the counter at that time is then a digital representation of the analog voltage. So in such a way that analog signal it is converted into digital signal. So comparator that is used, then digital to analog converter that is used. So that digital signal it is converted into analog signal and it is compared by the comparator, whether it is a less or whether it is a higher. This is another diagram. This is a output. So it is a first, it is a analog input, it is converted into digital output. Examples of AD applications, that is microphones. So take your voice varying pressure waves in the air and convert them into varying electrical signals. Then strain gauges determines the amount of strain that is change in dimension when the stress is applied. Thermocouple temperature measuring device converts thermal energy to electric energy, voltmeters and digital multimeters. Then digital to analog conversion, that is DAC. So terminology that is used, so analog as we have seen earlier and the digital signals are there. What is DAC? A digital to analog converter takes a digital code at its input and produces an analog voltage or current as its output. So this analog output is proportional to the digital input. So you can see there is a digital input that is shown by the binary code, and in between there is a digital to analog converter, and at the right hand side you will get the analog signal. So that is a function of DAC. So digital to analog conversion involves transforming the computer's binary output in zeros and ones into analog representation of the binary data. So this is a block diagram of DAC. So binary input that is on a left hand side, and DAC which converts binary input into analog output. So what is DAC? A digital to analog converter converts a digital signal of an analog voltage or current output. So at the bottom you can see the digital input signal, and it is output you will get in an analog form. You can see in a graph. Again one more slide that is used for the conversion digital into analog. So sampling frequency, that is a term that is used in a DAC. Sampling frequency is the number of data points sampled per unit time. So sampling frequency must be twice the frequency of sampled signal to avoid aliasing per Nyquist criteria. A higher sampling frequency decreases the sampling period, allowing more data to be transmitted in the same amount of time. So how that signal it is transmitted in a DAC, that is shown. So this is due to finite sampling frequency. The analog value is calculated and held over the sampling period. So this results in a imperfect reconstruction of the original signal. So in a first diagram you can see on a left hand side ideally sampled signal, and by DAC, so it is converted into output typical of a real practical DAC due to sample and hold. So types of DAC, first is binary weighted and second is R-2R ladder. So binary weighted DAC, you can see the diagram. So adds, so on the left hand side you can see there is a use of transistors to switch between open and close. At the middle, that is encircled by the red line, so it is a resistors. So it adds resistors in parallel scaled by 2 to divide voltage on each branch by power of 2. And on the right hand side you will get the analog output, and there is a op-amp that is used. So it is a summing op-amp circuit with gain. So you can see the diagram. A circuit can be simplified by adding resistors in parallel to substitute R in. So values for A, B, C, D are either 1 or 0. It is a general equation. So the input to the digital to analog converter is a binary word, and the output is an analog signal that represents the weighted sum of the non-zero bits represented by the word. So advantages: works well up to 8-bit conversions, and disadvantages: needs large range of resistor values with high precision resistor values, too much or too little current flowing through the resistors. So that is regarding the analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. Thank you.